Hello children, welcome back. So today let's carry on with another poem. And the good thing what I found is finally we have come across an Indian poet's poem included in our English reader. He's none other than Mr. Jeev Patel. Basically, he's a physician, a doctor, and who is also into the green movement. That is nothing but saving the trees, green and clean. So that's how he has come with this poem, which is very interesting. That's 8th poem. So now all of you please get ready with your textbooks and also your running notes, having a pen in your hands. And it's on killing a tree by G. Patel. So you may be like getting confusion that why is the spelling starting with G. So when it comes to the proper noun children name, there is no particular pronunciation rule. So you can pronounce as ever you like. But as far as my idea is concerned, as he belongs to India, so it must be Jeev Patel only. So maybe he has some interest in numerology or something, he might have kept it that way. So it is Mr. Jeev Patel who has written this poem, who is an Indian poet, who is basically a physician. And he is still alive. He is a Parsi. He belongs to a Parsi family. Then as soon as you look at the name of the poem, on killing a tree, usually the word, killing is used for the human beings or the living beings around. Killing, murdering, assassinating, isn't it? All these words. Then how come G. Patel has used the word killing for a tree? So as already I have given you the information that he is also into the green movement. So maybe part of his interest to create awareness among the people how important it is to maintain the ecological balance. As you all know, today's world is facing a big problem with deforestation, as you all know it. Knowingly to develop, to make the urbanization, to make the people migrate from villages to developed areas, they are cutting down the trees to develop the areas, right? And where they are constructing the roads, they are laying the roads, they are constructing buildings also. So that's the reason for the global warming as well. So now to create awareness among the people, among the laymen, he has come up with this idea, beautiful idea, with wonderful imagery. One of the poetic devices he has used here, very heart-touching words, very strong expressive words. He has taken it to express his idea, whereas he could really reach all the people. That's what I personally feel. So without any further delay, let's go with on killing a tree. So please take out your textbook, page number 110. So page 110. So they are just asking me a question before starting the poem. You must have observed people cutting down trees, but can they kill a tree? Is it easy to do so? Let's read the poem and find out what the poet says on killing a tree. Usually you see this during monsoons. Presently now this season, because we have got many different kinds of cables around our houses. Am I right? It can be your internet cable, it can be your TV cable, or it can be the high tension wires of electricity. So sometimes, the branches of the trees, they cause some disturbance to these kind of cables. So you see the personnel coming from the MCH municipality to cut down the branches. Sometimes, what they do, beyond the extent of their requirement of cutting down the branches, they cut down much more. Sometimes. So after a weekdays of time, after a fortnight of time, what do you observe? You will observe small leaves, small light green color leaves coming up again. Because as you cut it after weekdays of time, or else after a fortnight, that is 15 days of time, you see the growth again, they regrow. That's quite common. How you undergo your haircut, similarly, right children? So there is a growth inside, right? So what is he trying here to say is, if you cut down the branches, if you cut down the bark also of the tree, it doesn't mean that the tree is completely killed. There is growth in it which grows again. Then why has he mentioned that killing and all? I shall tell you once I start explaining you. So all of you are ready with your running notes also, children, because there are like certain beautiful words which he has used, as imagery, one of the poetic devices, right? So let's start and let's begin with the first stanza here. It takes much time to kill a tree. So he's mentioning how long does it take to kill a tree. To kill in the sense, you do not want to have the tree's life to be existed anymore. When you do it to your best, where you see that it is no more existing, it takes a lot of time. It takes long time. And not a simple jab of the knife. So if you take a simple knife and you just try to hit it with a big blow, rough blow, do you think that it's going to be killed with that? Jab is nothing but sudden rough blow, like with a lot of pressure. If you want to cut it also by using a sharp knife also, do you think it will it do? It has grown slowly, consuming the earth. No, it cannot kill it because it has consumed the earth. So consuming the word, children, how does the tree make its own food and all? You have learnt in your science when you were in primary classes. How does a plant make its own food and all? Yes, you all have already learnt it. So consuming it, the same thing. As it has got its own roots, occupied beneath the earth, and that's how the roots, they help the tree to have the food to be supplied and grow. So it is not that easy to kill the tree with an ordinary jab of the knife, because it has consumed the earth. It has occupied the earth because the roots have fed the bark of the tree so strong. Rising out of it, feeding upon its crust. Rising out of it. Rising out of what? Out of the earth. You see the tree coming up. Can you see the roots any time, children? No, because roots are under the tree, inside the earth, that is beneath the earth. Am I right? Roots occupy the place beneath the earth, where they suck the water. Am I right? So here they say that they rise out of it, out of the earth, feeding upon its crust. Upon its crust is outer layer of the earth, where you see. So the roots, they transfer the food intake to the entire upper body of the tree. That's how the food is transferred from one, like each level wise, for the tree. And absorbing years of light. It's not a day or two or months or years, like long years. It's a big tree. It has absorbed a lot of sunlight, air and water. These are the three important and necessary elements for a tree to live, as you all know, and also to grow. Sunlight, air and water, all these three important things are very needed for the tree to grow. So that's what the poet is saying, that it's not that easy to kill a tree, because it has absorbed, it has sucked, it has taken in for years together a lot of air, water and sunlight. And out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So leprous hide, children, the word leprous is like the word is taken from leprosy. There is a disease, as you all know, where the fingers of hands and even like feet, they are eaten. Like you feel that they are eaten, they are cut, they are eaten, they become shapeless. Nowadays, like there is a very good treatment available, so you won't see them. The patients are suffering from leprosy. So leprous hide, why are they mentioning? And out of its leprous hide is discolored bark, because as they are like it is since long years, that age of the tree is very, very, very old, so it has lost its original color. So as it is looking not that good, it's looking a little bit ugly. So that's a reason to state the condition, the way it is looking externally. They are using the word leprous hide is discolored bark. Bark, as you all know it, right? Bark. And sprouting leaves. Sprouting leaves are nothing but germination. You all know it. How the seeds, they germinate and all, you might have learnt it. So as soon as the branches are cut down also, after some while, after some days, after weekdays of time, after a month of time, you will again see the leaves coming up. And also like small branches taking birth again. Like how you all know what are sprouts and all. Then you will see the baby plant coming out of it, right, children? So that's how it is, as simple as that. You will see the sprouting leaves after cutting down the branches also. So simply by cutting down the branches of a tree, it doesn't mean that you are killing a tree. There must be something else to be done to kill the tree, because the tree is so old, which has already occupied a lot of earth beneath the earth with the help of its roots. And roots are the parts, which serve the food to the whole of the tree. As it is so old, for so long years, it has already absorbed the sunlight, the air, and also the water. That's how the tree has become so strong. So it is not that easy to kill the tree. Second stanza. So hack and chop. So please underline all these words, children. Like what are all the ways a tree can be hurt, can be killed. First one is jab they use. Jab is nothing but a big blow, sudden big blow, rough blow with a knife. Second is hack. Hack, hacking is nothing but to cut with a very heavy spade, you call it. The spade, like a heavy blow again you give it. That is called hacking. Then chop is snapping. Chopping, you all know it. How do you chop? The vegetables you chop, right? So that's what is chopping. So you chop also. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. So not a jab, not even hack, not even snap will do it. What is that it here? Killing the tree. So not even a jab of knife, not even hack and chop also will kill the tree. So something else to be done to kill the tree. Not so much pain will do it. So by chopping and by hacking, definitely we are causing a lot of pain to the tree. Of course, if at all, simple thing here, when you are cutting vegetable something, if at all a small cut, if at all you realize that it is a cut, a small cut or a wound also, you cry with pain, isn't it? But when it comes to a tree, because we consider it as a living being, right? So when you hack it and when you chop it, when you give a jab to it, don't you think that you are causing it a lot of pain? So here in the second stanza, the poet is saying that though you cause the tree a lot of pain, even then it's not going to die. So it has a lot of patience, it has a lot of tolerance to take in the pain, but it's not going to leave its life. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. So as already I said that it has got lot of tolerance and also patience, right? So the bleeding bark, in the sense like when it is chopped and hacked, you see like watery substance coming out of the tree whenever you are cutting down. Isn't it, children? Watery substance, you see it. Light white color kind of substance you see coming out. So that he's calling it as bleeding, blood. Because human beings and all other creatures, they will have blood. But when it comes to the tree, does the tree have blood? No. But there is a moist, like watery substance will definitely be there in the bark or in the branches as well. There is always moisture, right? So when a jab or when hack or when chop is done, it has a lot of pain and it bleeds also. But that bleeding part, that wound will get healed up so soon. So it will become alright after some time. After some time, that time can be weekdays or fortnight or a month together. But then what do you see there? After that, what do you see there? And from close to the ground, from the ground, will rise curled green twigs. So again the new branches coming up with the new leaves, twisted. Curl is nothing but the twisted green twigs. So you see the very delicate, sensitive, the new plants rising, new baby plants rising, new baby branches rising up on the ground. Miniature boughs, like small branches with light green color, beautiful green color, they start rising it. Which if unchecked, so there is a warning, if the one who had done the loss to the tree by cutting it down, by chopping, by hacking, by giving a jab to it, if he, the one who did all this thing, if he would not check the little ones coming out, then the tree will expand again to former size. What is former, children? Former is the previous size. So if at all the tree's regrowth, when the tree is cut down, the branches are completely cut down, but after some time, as I said, after a month of time, you see the green leaves and green twigs coming again. They start regrowing. So if somebody does not realize, or they don't uncheck, they don't check it, they uncheck sometimes, they just overlook, then after some time, after years of time, after a year of time, it automatically comes to its previous size. That is what is the power of the growth of a tree. It can easily regrow. You all might have seen this in your daily life also, isn't it, children? Especially in monsoons, you see definitely this happening around us. So do you think that they are going to really kill the complete tree? No, they only cut down the trees, they just go away, and after 3 months of time or 6 months of time, you see the same tree as it is standing near you, to the same previous size. Former size is previous size. So let's check what happens in the other two stanzas in the next session, children. So today in this session, poem number 8, On Killing a Tree, written by Mr. G. Patil, who is an Indian poet and who is also into green movement. Especially his main idea is to create awareness among the people how important it is to maintain the ecological balance and how to arrest the deforestation. For that he is telling that it's not easy to kill a tree. So if at all he is using the word killing, it means you are causing a lot of pain and trouble to the mankind by killing the trees. Why is this global warming which is going to affect and which is affecting as it is right now also? The main reason is the same. So he says that by killing, it can be a human being or it can be a tree, but killing is killing, which is a punishable offense. That's what he means to say. So he said that an ordinary simple jab, that is a sudden big blow with a knife, would not kill a tree because it has taken a lot of sunlight, air and water, because since it is an old tree and also its roots, they consume the earth, because that is how they make up their food. Then comes to another one is hack and chop also. They may cause pain to the tree, but they cannot kill. Though it bleeds, it heals so quickly and it starts regrowing and it comes to the previous size if it is unchecked. If the tree's growth is unchecked by the one who cut down, it reaches to its previous size. So let's see what he serves in the next two stanzas in next session, children. As I serve you the worksheets, please do attempt. So let's meet in the next session. Vijaya signing off.